Hello chat, it's time to get back to the gaming. I haven't uploaded the previous video yet, and I definitely should have. I think it's time to get out of this shop. Let's see, I'm looking for Wraith or Talisman. What you got for me? We got 2 Wraith. That's kind of awesome. Sigil, Wraith. And then we still got some 6s. We can get some more 6s. And this boss seems dangerous. Hand size down, I've only got 7. A roll could be worse, though. Let's see exactly how much we score here first. We got a 6, so let's just use it. Blink. So without my cool things online, scoring a lot. We got the cryptid, so we do not need any of these anymore. I'm gonna play a cute little flush. And then we will attempt to score. I shouldn't need another ectoplasm. I could hold on to aura to literally aura farm. But I do think we can pretty safely snap the 6s. We can... we don't need Sean anymore, so we can use death cards to collect some of those. I think I'm gonna snap the 6. I already have the polychrome, so I actually do not need to aura farm. What do I not need? Because I think I'm only going to be farming cryptids from here on, which means that the -1 hand size boss is in fact PP baby easy, which is pretty sweet. Talisman, I could put it on a king, because it does make me a little bit of money, but unless I have like a Sakin Buskin or a Hanging Chad, some sort of retrigger Joker, red seals are just better. So I think we sell the Taligman. This guy's been in my inventory for forever. Same with the Sigil. The Hex has not been around for very long, but it is entirely unusable. Yeah. We already did our aura farming. Definitely don't want aces in the deck. More reds are probably pretty worthwhile. Hold on to it for now. Familiar. They're not guaranteed to be spades. Ankh is unusable without severe problems. I think I will snap the 6. Sigil's useless to me because I have boss reroll. Unless we wind up with plant directly into world, it could be a problem. But I do think trading card this thing away. Get some cash. I could hang these. It feels like a little too much destruction, though. Don't want either of these. Put the Baron at the front. We will play Queen Jack 9, even though it is perhaps a little wasteful. I'll hold the 9 in case it wins. We could have a bad draw here and just lose. But I've got the cryptid, I guess. Hold on. I think the discards locked me in. They did. So we are not going to be playing for, well, if I get something perfect, because it's probably not something I really have any business playing around. Well, if this wins, I can go back again. Okay, yes. We are perfectly fine. I think that Brainstorm was a recent addition. But I'm not sure. But I guess let's get the queen money. Let's get the blue seal out of here. Red seal. I could stick it on something. I don't particularly care. I've got shiny reds. So just having like normal reds, you know, that'll also work. I am under basically no time pressure. I might be under literally 0 time pressure today. However, I am very sleepy because I do not take ample care of my body, apparently. So, between last time and now, I have begun working again, which is kind of awesome. Oh, right, I have magic trick. Working itself, kind of, you know, it's whatever. But the fact that I'm working... Ooh, Turtle Bean's kind of epic. Thin down the deck, score lots of points, make lots of money. I think I'm about it. We don't need this thing. Hold on to a couple of these. There we go, death card, love to see it. Ooh, showman actually. Yeah, show me a new blue. Then perhaps I want to roll a little deeper with an amount of consistency here. Don't need any of that. Second golden ticket. There's a rare Joe. Money. Yes. So now we've got the money on deck. Strength and Death going into the tarot, or the Arcana pack seems very strong. I can't fathom benefiting from this soul card, but you know, we satisfy curiosity for the fans. Foil Trouble. Could pivot into the flush 5, but I already have everything I need, like literally everything, for the purposes of like winning the run. This would be more points if it was negative, in which case I would for sure sell that showman. I shouldn't need any more than 1 blue, so I'm going to transform this king, or this jack, into a king, rather. I don't feel like I need any steel yet, but eventually. I could make a second steel just in case, but that feels just a little unnecessary. I could drop the ticket, maybe, just to sell the Tribula, and because the polychrome's not really doing a lot, but it feels nice to have, so I'm going to hang on to it. I think we're just going to create a steal in the event that it's useful for duping later, and then money. The strength card probably shouldn't be coming with me to... Oh, hey, look at that. Death card, I think I'm willing to dupe that once. So we can get the deck into working order. Hey, look at that. My hand level finally matches my round number. I'm gonna go to $30 rerolls, I think. And then we duplicate per KO. Show me some cryptids, please. Boing, boing, boing. Yay, we got one. So I can use 1 positive cryptid right now to stuff the deck full of the kings that I've been kind of thinning out. This 10 is going to become ideally a shiny one. I could just snap it too. Let's make you purple. And then I could cryptid the purples. I think I'm going to cryptid the shiny one though. I got plenty more death where that came from. So let's just pop this. Toss these. Seems good enough. More death cards, you say? More death cards, you say? Sure. You shall become purple. And you shall become purple. And you shall become red. I've got just a little bit of space. Don't need those. Drop these. Money. You become purple. Even though you were already purple, don't think too hard about the things I'm saying. Just know. Oh yeah, we found it. I could make it lucky, but I don't see any point to it. I think I will cryptid now for the sake of having room. But then at the same time, I will also be playing these cards. Well, no, I'm out of queens, So strength is actually useless to me. I only want death cards. Magician is overall worse. Let me play cool little flush 5 for some cash. Because I've got plenty of kings in the draw pile and not a lot of non-kings. If I somehow miss everything on this specific draw, I'm not too bothered. And if I get none of the bad cards, then I just don't grade for another flush 5, and it should be fine. So what, this is $24 per king scored, so $120 for the hand. And then my full hand at the end of the round gives me quite a bit as well. In fact, I could play some high cards here. Because I got the blue, so I can make all the Plutos, so I do want to dupe this. I could also play like a flush. Flush seems fine. Yeah, let's go for it. I don't think there was a way to fail to draw. Unless I'm like low on reds in the deck, which I like kinda am. Yeah, I very much am actually. But that is not a problem because I can just say I want to have more reds now. Boom! I'm gonna play the steal because it doesn't make me money after the fact. This is going to be a lot of points. So I have 2 more kings in hand than previous. And also it's 3 hits of points, 1 retrigger on these, 2 retriggers on these, so it's 9 1.5x's here. I don't remember what 1.5 to the 10th is necessarily, but if it's gonna be close to that. Oh no, my obelisk. Anyway, I'm gonna try and not do that bit anymore because it's not funny. Even though I am laughing a lot about it. Oh yeah, look at that. So many points. We're straight up cruising. And then I can make one of these into steel in the event that I need the shiny steels later. I'm really hoping for a retcon. Not retcon. Yes, it is retcon. Director's Cut's the level 1. We could just call it the level 2 reroll voucher. I'm sure we can all find some neutral ground there. I have the first one. I have this level 2. I have this level 2. I'm looking for this level 2. That one would be very, very strong. I don't think there's anything I would really want in here. Hey, look at that, a Temperance card. Hey, look at that, 2 more shiny kings. Actually, that was perfect. I don't exactly need more anything. I'm just rolling in the shop for the entertainment of it. And I guess kind of Pluto cards. Shiny Jugglers, cool. If I had an antimatter, I'd take it, but we don't need it. Death card. I'll hold it. Because I do have my negative cryptid. I don't need them yet. And I think I'm in a pretty good position to hit anti-39 without too much trouble. Okay, we will use a couple of these. Shiny Drunkard gives me even more tarot cards, which is kind of sick. What does this guy got? Fool for a death. I would rather just have the money straight up. Okay, well, we got 2 death. I don't know if we want 2 death. Invisible Joe. Nah. Alright, I will sell 1 death because I expect Perkeo to copy this death once. Uh-oh. Well, that's just how it goes sometimes. This shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna roll the boss, though. No, I score plenty. This will be fine. So, what we do here is we throw out these 2 and this and possibly that. Nah. Toss, 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 toss. More death. Turn this one purple, just cause. Throw this out. Money. I will do You become this. And summon these in case there's a Fool. No. And then I could have used Temperance and then Fool. I have no Constellation, so we're not going to worry about that right now. There's no reason not to do this. I can continue to draw, so we'll take a little bit of money. What you got for us? Aside from money. Then I think I want to turn one of these purples into red. And then this red into shiny. And then I play this one. And if that doesn't work, then we can quit out. This should be plenty, though. Let's see. E16. It's plenty. And now I think I'm done holding death cards mid-shop. It seems a little too dangerous to do often. But the high card level is continuing to soar, which that gives me more security in some capacity. Love to see a reroll. Gives me a lot more. This could give me money. Did not give me money. I don't have a telescope. Well, telescope or no, because I have Showman. Opening all of these celestial packs works just about the same. I don't think I need levels on anything, no. Hey, look at that, I found it. No point in keeping that. Look at that. I could have held on to... Whoa, it's Steven! If I had antimatter, I'd take that bean. That bean represents a lot of scoring power, actually. I am looking for something cool. What's cool in this game? Probably things like Steven. I'm actually losing money, so I'm gonna cut my spending back a little to probably this amount until I have everything online, which, look at that. Now we have something online at least. I scored 24 with my current hand size, and then I have to find more blueprints, more brainstorms, or otherwise find alternative means to score points. Only 21 unused discards is excellent. The arm is a fine boss to deal with. I'm going to toss 3 purples. Probably should throw some reds as well in the interest of finding other stuff. What's on wheel? Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. Yeah, let's throw some reds. I don't need more gold cards. I don't need magic. I'm fine with just hanging out with these if that's what it comes down to. Toss this. Nothing in here. Excellent. This scores more points, so we play this one. I could go for the flush 5, but I can just cut my spending more. But I could also play. Yeah, let's get money. Probably should have been playing hands before discarding, but again, I'm not fully here right now. I'm just having a good time playing some Balatro. So what I'm gonna do is probably play this 6 and win with it. So I think that's enough for me. Oh hey, look at that. Steven helps. Just a little bit. Just like a 8% increase in score, roughly. I wouldn't go as far to call it a percentage worth of score. But also we get through literally this ante with unsculpted hands, which is pretty good. I don't know if we're quite making points at a rate that will keep us competitive into the end game, so we might have to wind up pivoting to like skip heavy or just more steel, in which case I, well, desperately need more money making strategies. Clown, it doesn't represent that much money, right? Let's just peek in here. Oh, I keep forgetting about that thing. I could hang this 9. In fact, that seems like a great idea. I will probably take $20. I'll peek in here. Find nothing I want. Snap this 9. Now I only need to use death on this. How funny that I have bookending steals. Hey. So Pluto is basically doing nothing at this point, but it makes me happy, and that's why I'm going to continue to take it. Okay. Don't need that, but if it hits polychrome, it's good. Yeah, that's as low as we spend. These cryptids will also kind of become money in the folds of time, which is cool. But yeah, let's get a little smart how we're playing. I want to play this flush 5. I think I want to throw this king away. I think I want to throw that king away. So yeah, let's get cooking. And now we're at the point where we have enough cryptids that it's like we can probably just get away with holding on to Taros and Celestials if we really need to. But in what situation could we possibly need? Oh, hey, look at that. Trading card just takes care of this. So I didn't even need the death card. Yeah, we snap you. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Devil card that I will not use. Wheel of Fortune does nothing. Excellent. But that means that we are now one step closer to it doing something. Sell this. Use this. Use this. This is my last discard. But I've got nothing but kings, so just toss 3. Don't need the devil. I don't feel like I need death, but I can make things shiny, I guess. 2 lovers. Whoa. I really don't need this steal right now. But yeah, I should be capable of winning on that hand. I have a little less faith in that hand. So I think I'm gonna make more red, and we're just going home. And we're going to eventually hit a point where Flush 5 is played more than High Card, probably. Let's see. No time soon. So realistically, it's just not gonna be the case. But with a well-sculpted hand, we... Oh, I should have played the steal. Don't worry about that. Also, I just realized if I happen to find a regular edition showman, I can just pick that guy up, pluck him like a strawberry. Or I could even swap out the polychrome ticket for a standard edition ticket, but that... I don't know, the shiny one, like, it makes cool noise when it shows up, and it makes cool noise when it scores, so it's hard to say goodbye to. I don't remember if I've been offered the Tarot Merchant. Another trading card. Okay, we are hemorrhaging money with this much spending per round, so I think I need to hold myself back a little more. I can't imagine finding anything of use in here. Shiny 7's cool, though. I guess I should dupe the hallucination to require more power. The arm will decrease my levels. That's fine. Just say discard it all. Nothing of value here. I actually do want more cards in the deck eventually. But as things stand, this is fine. Play the flush 5, get my cash. The cash is more important than the marginal amount of points that I make from that one level. Or more importantly than the level, the fact that it's the flush 5 that I'm literally spamming just for the sake of money. Yeah, I'll spend a discard for this. Hey, look at that, we got money. I would kinda like to... I don't think we can afford it. So we just toss these two and then we win more money. Baron me? If I play this, it makes me kinda $2 more than if I... No, it makes me $4 more than if I play this one. But if I hold the red seal, it makes me $3 more than if I hold the purple. So I think I actually want to play a red. It also makes more points, which is more secure. Is that right? Like, I'm just going to calculate the amount of money each. So mime plus blue plus brain, so $15 for each red in hand. So if I was to play the purple, 15, 30, 60, 75 plus 12. So that's 87 plus 4, $91. If I was to play this red and then hold everything else, then we get 60 from all the other reds, plus 24, which would be 84, plus this, so it would be $90. Yes, this is better. So this is what we will do. No, I lost one level. I'm gonna crash out, everybody. This is frankly unacceptable. Alright. Now I have to get a little serious about how my hands are. Because I think I need like 2022. Somewhere in that range in order to win here. Also, I am not like a consistent distance away from the mic. So I apologize if I'm like really, really loud if I'm, you know, doing gamer lean. And I'm really, really quiet if I'm not. Ooh, hybrid lift is actually really good for me. That buys us the time we need. I still want to play these rounds mostly normally, though. I'm seeing nothing of immense value here yet. Space Joe. Well, that was a pretty crummy shop. That's okay. Oh, right. Hallucination. Probably should have opened these sooner. Don't need you. Don't need you. Look at all the purple for some reason. 2 hanged mans. No. I'll just take a little refund. But thanks, I guess. But yeah, we hold on to the Hierophant. That lets us stockpile more cryptids for future rounds, so I'm not spending any. Which means I get to hold more, which means I get to survive normal rounds longer, which means I make more money, which means I fight the serpent more, which means that gives me more money. It's a lot of really, really good pieces and parts working together. And this boss is not a problem, so I'm just gonna sell, like, this bus, or perhaps the obelisk. The boss makes me more, or the obelisk makes me less money, so I think the bus is gonna go. Though, the obelisk does waste a little bit of my time. Also, I don't need these 2 negatives. I'm pretty sure this is the order I got them in. If you've been religiously watching the videos, like you should be, then you'd know whether or not this is the correct order. I'm just happy that I've got 15 Joes, and 2 of my negatives are actually useful to me. But that's all because of ectoplasm. But that doesn't mean I can't be happy still. I got money. I got discards. Nat cards. Alright. It's gonna foil something. Not yet. Steel. Some trash. We'll throw out the shiny ones in the event of a death card. And make me some money. Then if I'm short 1 king, I make 108 instead of 120. Right? That's how math works? Yeah, that's how math works. Oh, God. Ah, that's fine. Should be fine anyway. I'm guaranteed to draw that set, which I only really care to get the things that are not purple. If I hit the purple here, so be it. Fool for 50. Excellent. No Pluto. And then I want to play a red one. I could benefit from using some cryptids, or I could even buy death cards in the shop, buy random things. It's okay, we win on this second one. We play this, and then we're out of here, right? If we're not, then I've got to burn a cryptid, only to put us back in the same situation we were in before. No, slightly more score, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I have no idea how many points this is going to score, so we're just doing this. Incredibly cringe that we are barely hanging on, but we do not literally need cryptids. I just throw out the blue, I throw out the purples. Gotta be a little more careful with how I'm doing things, but we should be fine. I just made a little mistake. And that reminds me that I do need to be locked in. Desperately. You know, the Pluto cards make us a couple more points, and the... let's look for a death card. Or some such value. New Showman. Don't mind if I do. Justice is nothing to me. That Turtle Bean also would have been a good way to not have to care so much. The rebate seems pretty strong. More Pluto. Ooh. Whoa, the clown. Okay, that's as deep as we go. We do have a bean right there. Shouldn't need any of these. What you got for me? Still nothing. Good. Never found a death card. This is probably nothing. And it was. But we got some more cryptids. I'm ready for it. Okay, we can play one flush 5 and that's it. Got a death card. We can make this one shiny. I also have no chariots right now. I could also turn it purple. I think I'm happy with the number of purples I've got, though. So there's our one flush 5. So I need more cards, and I kinda would like more hand size as well. But the only way to get those things would be to commit crimes, which is based in Epic. I think I want to hold my reds. Just toss one additional purple, just in case. Wheeling. Still nothing. Excellent. Money. No Pluto? No Pluto. I've got how much purple in here? 1, 2... I see 3 purples left, so I will toss. 4 of these. If I play this one... Sure. We can afford to test the waters here because I have extra hands. Relative to, you know, some other things that have been going down. We did not get scientific notation, but we do have enough to win. So if I play this shiny one, I make a little bit of money, a lot more points. I get my Pluto cards. This is fine. But yeah, that blue is probably going to have to go. I would like... I have no idea how high of a hand level, but I would like a very high hand level. Do I want to roll before or after? I think I want to roll immediately when I get into the shop, because apparently when I re-roll it'll be from the previous Auntie's table. I've already gone pretty deep into that one, so if I go deeper yet into this here, I can hopefully find a Bloopy or a Brainy. I'm kind of looking for death cards. I'm kind of looking for... speaking of death cards, if I find one in here, I've got the magic trick, so I can... Hey, look at that! I found one. And it should be fine to just kind of hang on to it at this point. Pluto cards, which I will happily accept. I found a rare Joker. I found another rare Joker. I just didn't find the rare Joker that I need. Money. That's also basically a rare Joker. I love money. Invisible, which is too dangerous to take. Last roll. Okay, found nothing. So perhaps I should have rolled before, but that's okay. I couldn't have known. I will use the Fool for the Pluto. I will use the Emperor for the Wheel. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Hold on to you, get me out of here. And then we're selling... Could do trading card, but I'm not likely to discard literally one card ever. Unless I get matched up against the Serpent, which will happen, so I think trading cards gotta go. Really? It gave me 2? Whatever. We can live with that. We don't have to be happy about it, but we can live with it. So, yeah, trading card goes. Blink. You become shiny, because why not? And then I can play a flush 5, because I've got the shiny gold. And now the scoring requirements are a lot lower, so I do not have to be careful with what my hands look like. I do, however, need to discard. Temperance, Death, Moon, cool. I will transform... I have no idea. Got options. Perhaps one fewer purple. Seems like a prudent choice. Give me some money. Hold on to a shiny one. Throw out all the purple. Moon, Judgment, Hierophant are all sold. Death card to transform another purple into a red for a second flush 5 seems reasonable right now. Well, I've got the ability to make money freely. Let's use it. Then everything that is not a red card goes away. Maybe hold on to the steel card for science? Actually, I'm nearly out of reds. I think I'll be okay. This could be my hubris speaking. It likely is my hubris speaking. But, you know, I'm prideful for a reason. I will make one of these shiny, or one of these shiny ones into steel. But I will not necessarily be relying on the steel to keep me alive. I could make another... No, I want to transform the... Not yet. Next ante. Does that mean I'm holding the death card? Does that mean I'm selling the death card? No, I think I do use it. I think I take this money, then I think I take the points, and I have all of this in hand, which should be plenty to win. And that will also push me up above $1,000, which seems really, really nice. Let's see it. Yeah, E22. So this hand wins ante 16. And if that hand wins ante 16, then I can keep the blue seal around for longer, which could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing. Want this? Oh, hey, that's a very good find. I've got the Showman, so the Celestial Pack Mega variant is very good for me and my team. Don't need this thing. Troubadour also helps. Hurts my money making a lot, though. Cerulean Bell's fine with high card. Let's just take a peek in here. No double, that's okay. We'll take one of these. I will use one of these. I will use this. I've made money in this shop so far, which is pretty sweet. Spin it. Nothing. 2 rares, and they're not the ones I want. More money. I'll spend down below 1,000. I think I want to stockpile a bit more. Shiny. But it's not that good. Not for what we're doing here. I've gotten incredibly lucky on these temperance poles. Holy dude. A negative arrowhead's like a little bit of points, but not a valuable amount of points. I could attempt to Tarot Loop, but that seems like a stupid idea with this many cryptids. It is infinite money, and infinite money is infinite power. But I don't think I want to play like that. Anyway, we're down below $1,000, so let's keep moving. I can't imagine justifying even a single Diet Cola, so I don't think I need to really be looking at the skip tags unless it's a juggle tag. Juggle tag is actually pretty solid, because that could save me 1 or even 2 cryptids. And of course, if it comes down to it, eventually I can say goodbye to... What would I be selling? I have no idea what I was going to say. Don't mind me. I'm not trying to make sense right now. I'm trying to make dollars. If I was sorry, I'd apologize. I can play 1 flush 5 with relatively little bodily harm at risk. I do have some shiny steels now. Or I have 1 shiny steel, so I feel fine transforming a normal steel into shiny. Or I could even go more purple. First things first. Money. Yeah, 400,000 for not even doing anything is pretty awesome. Exactly how many purples do I have in the deck? I wish it organized it for me, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I discard, or if I draw everything perfectly and discard everything perfectly, then I will have a handful of stuff. And if I don't, then I miss out on some tarot value, and I think that's perfectly acceptable. So, with that in mind, I think we do this. Could make another shiny steel. Well, I suppose I'm not going to be doing... Well, I suppose I could be doing that. Let's just toss these. Strength and Fool. I guess I'll take an Emperor. Okay, don't need any of that. I'm fine if I miss the blue. And then this is just about the best hand I could have. Yeah, let's see where exactly my like scoring ceiling is, because if this is like E24, then all of a sudden we're in a lot of business. Actually, I think 24 is sufficient to beat Ante-17. It's definitely not E24, not even close. I need a bloop, I need a brain, I need what else could help me? What was my voucher this ante? Telescope, which is unhelpful at this current point. But what about here? Nope. What about... Nothing still? Okay. I'm feeling it. We're due for, like, something insane coming out of that wheel. Yeah, something that looks kind of like that, but on one of these guys. I'm gonna hold this in the event of finding a fool. Hey, we got a brainy. I could get rid of the ticket in the interest of attempting to find other cool things with the showman. I feel like I really need the money, though. But we can hold on until we get brain... We can hold on until we get antimatter. So we'll take this brainstorm. I don't really see much value in rolling at this point. Aside from the fact that, you know, it makes my brain happy. So we'll go to 25. We now have one additional copy of Perkeo, which means we're making more cryptids every round, which is very strong. We are making more points every round because I can do Baron like this, Mime like this. And that will win harder. We also make more money per round because the ticket will target 4 cards instead of 3. So, for example, this is not a great hand to have. What if I just used a cryptid to create more cards so I can play a flush 5 without feeling bad? Because I can score enough points with this blue one. I think this cryptid is worth a lot of money, so let's do it. What you got for me? Because I think if I'm going 5x5, like 5 card draws every single time, I can still make it to the bottom of the deck. Yes, I can. Nah. Money. Okay, then I like having reds in hand. Then I play a shiny one, do one of these. This gives me actually way more points than I could have imagined. Because I forgot I got the thing. Anyway. So yeah, these are 3x4s, these are 3x3s. I could do 4x3 here, but functionally identical, so who cares? Yeah, this lets me cruise through Ante-17 for sure. Ante-18 actually doesn't seem that good yet. but the game could throw me a surprise. For example, I do have a ludicrous amount of money. Is a voucher skip possibly worth it? I don't think so. I think a voucher skip's like kind of really bad. I don't need you. Hey, look. I also have no idea how long I've been playing. Let's see. What you got for me? It immediately hits the holographic. But it's on the newest one, so if I was to find a showman, I can immediately apply holographic to it. Probably. I will hold this wheel. Whoa, Rare Joe. I don't want the Hanged Man. I will use this Eris card just so it looks like I've got the thing. It didn't cost me much. 2 rares, wow. So I probably would have hit the Blueprint Motherlode here. I want to find a bunch of commons, I think. And then open the booster pack. Oh yeah, I should be holding on to some stuff. No, I shouldn't be, actually. I would rather generate tarot cards with the hallucination. Hey, look, a rare. Glass card. What's this? Spades that I already have. Money. There it is. Could have found a negative money generator. For example, there was a mail-in rebate right there. I think we go to 25. That seems to be a pretty healthy roll, like, depth. Bunch of garbage. Skip this. Give me the green stuff. 36 cards. We can no longer touch the bottom of the deck with ease. But we are about to run into a new voucher. And we're probably not going to lose this round, which is also quite cool. So I dupe the ticket, I think. I want to discard you. Sell the world, sell the gold, sell the moon. Just discard these. I'm not going to play games in this round, I don't think. Dower Empress. Toss the purple just cause. $50. Love to see it. This should win. We actually got, like, incredibly lucky. Oh, right. I'm still operating as if I only have 1 blueprint, 1 brainstorm, therefore my scoring is not extremely good. It's just, like, you know, sufficient. But no, we kind of slapped. So I definitely could have gotten away with a flush 5. But I definitely couldn't have gotten away with 2. I will practice some restraint. Though we do have cryptids, I can always get bailed out by that. But if I use a cryptid, then I have all the things selected. I don't know how that interaction goes. I don't need to find out, though. Overstock Plus is excellent. That is one of the best. There's another rare. Imagine if we held. We got an Emperor. Let me just take the Pluto now. What was in here? Some trash, some garbage, some dookie. We're actually very quickly approaching death card. I might be convinced. Nothing. That's okay. Wrong guy. There we go. Nah. We don't need it. Whoa! Another Joe! About how deep am I willing to roll here? Can't use this yet. What if I just made a negative copy of it? I'm not opposed to it possibly hitting. Reserve parking, I don't have the hand size for it. What Econ Joker could I take? Grimbo, yuck. Look at all of these. Where were these rares when I had the Showman? Okay, I rolled down below. If this hits, it's fine. If it doesn't, it's also fine. E25, so yeah. We can pretty confidently survive here. Face down cards are going to suck a lot. Just sell it. I'm happy with the money here. Green Molt. What a tragedy. Yeah, this guy might have to go. Hey, look at that. Don't need you, but I would love to use this. I could toss these. More world. Toss this. Another wheel that I'm not going to use. And I think I'm fine just winning like this. Leave a little bit on the table for sure. I just don't think I have the deck to keep myself entirely secure. E28, we will need to start spending cryptids unless we find antimatter in the very next shop. But each cryptid is roughly times 1,000 points. And that's not even the steel ones, that's the gold ones. So that's pretty good, yeah. We got the telescope, open this immediately. Money. Probably should use that before the Pluto, or after the Pluto rather. That's okay. I can't imagine wanting to use anything inside the pack. Hey, there's a Diet Cola. I'll take a gamble. I think we gotta make some big plays here. Only way we're going... Okay, that technically makes money. Hey, it's back! What do you know? We make big plays, we get big rewards. Anyway. That felt disgusting to have happen. Why do I just get that handed to me on a silver platter? That was really funny. I have been going for roughly an hour at this point. I did just double check. I'm gonna finish off this ante, and then I'm going to upload the previous episode, and then probably wait until the weekend to do this one. Because I don't have much need to, like, do so with urgency. I've only got one red seal that's not shiny anymore. I think having 36 kings is a little too much, so I'm gonna throw those out. Bring my draw consistency up, almost up to level 100 high card, which is kind of insane. Very exciting to see. Could take the mail-in rebate. It is worth a little more than this, I think. I'm already discarding kings, so let's discard with more efficiency. Or let's make a little more money, like per king. If I had both, obviously, but if I had to pick one, this one has the bigger number on it. So we get a nice 11th hour surprise, we'll call it. And I can pretty regularly swap between the two, so maybe I should look for a normal edition and then apply the holographic to that one. That's a lot even for me. I'm willing to do some hot nonsense for the sake of big number, big money, big everything. This thing's getting sold. Magic Ian is going away. No, our Green Joe. That's okay. Hold this in case I find death. What is on the Fool currently? Pluto card. I should need the wheel. Okay, we just keep throwing things. I think it might be a better idea to... Oh wait, no, I've still got another discard. It might still be a good idea to take one of those, but I think I'm going to use the Fool immediately. I'm going to sell the wheel. We can hold the blue with little recourse. I can turn this steel. Maybe I should do it now. Nah, it doesn't matter. It could give me another Chariot card, and I kind of don't want another Chariot card. Ooh, money. Okay, I have 2 unjuiced kings. Let's go 2 steals just to be safe. But I guess at that point I can also just play one of them. This should be enough, but we will obviously hover over the escape button. Should see scientific notation pop up here real quick. E13. E13 seems good. Let's see. Yeah, that's enough. Obviously, the gold cards still mean a whole lot to the scoring plan. Sorry for punching you in the face. Totally didn't mean to do that. Teehee. I can't believe my hand level was less than my round number at the beginning of this video. And now look at this. It's approaching double. That's a big... That's a very huge big. I see a common in the shop. I see 3 tarot cards, which is like... That's pretty good odds of getting money. See, look at that. Everything counts as face cards. No way! Show me more money. Nothing. Well, it refunded... It refunded the purchase. That's not nothing. Don't want any of that. Hold on to this, because I can do better. For example, look at me. Look at me! I have a lot of money. I didn't realize I was obscenely rich. It's gonna be me at the end of the summer. Death card. It's about time to get rid of the blue, but I don't need to do it right now. More hand size means that I could, well, but I can't afford to take it right now is the problem. I could take the bean over one of these. If I had a wheel, I would probably do that, because that does make me a lot of money. Could find another bean. It's not likely, but it's possible. Andy. Andy's really strong. I don't have enough cards in the deck for it, and I don't have the hand size to give up. I think we call it here for the shopping. I have no idea what my hand's gonna look like in this round. But yeah, I'm done spending money. Have the wheel. So we just discard. Let's see. The blue is like kind of on the left. I don't care whether I have the blue or not. I care more about the purples, which are going to be concentrated more to the middle. Get rid of this. That was red. Well, it could have been the blue. but my leftmost card is shiny. So I will just play the leftmost card, and it'll be a great time. No purples in there. That's concerning. I might have a handful of purples here. It's okay, we got cryptids to bail us out of situations like these. Okay, this one is red. This one is red. Okay, we scored enough points. I would like to play a red one, though. Is that true? Well, I want to use the mime at the very least. No, I'd rather hold the red. Sell all this. Probably no blue. I didn't verify, because if I did verify, then it would be a big problem. But that's okay. We do all this. Purple gets us out of here. Okay. So this is looking like the end of the episode, which... a little disappointing. It feels like we didn't make a lot of progress. But we do have one additional duplicator. We're gonna have another as soon as we look inside this shop, but that's gonna have to wait until next episode, because I'm gonna be that guy right now. Alright. Congratulations to me. I feel great having won that round. Goodbye, chat. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to watch the epic conclusion to this, which I can nan-inf anytime I want. I just don't want to yet. I want to nan-inf in Ante 39. Do I have enough cryptids for that? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Balls.